Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of RWBY Volume 6 on episode 11 or chapter 11, whichever one that seems more fitting for you, etc. This chapter or episode looked really simple, nothing much I can really give a lot of detail in. I mean, like if I were to dive into it, that would be great, but if anything else, this is just a simple recap just to give out. So if anything else, yeah, enough of me rambling on like an idiot, etc. Let's just get this started. We have to it that Team RWBY along with Weiss and everyone else is fighting against this giant robot that little short stack of an Atlas old lady is at. And apparently they do have some advantages due to the fact they have numbers and she's just one giant robot. But apparently when she puts on her shields, she actually has somewhat of the advantage. But she cannot really tell who's doing what or something because they're all gaining up on her, obviously. But we see to it that they work together to find a weakness. They disable the shield generators, but apparently that wasn't enough to stop her, and she actually put everybody into an exhaust state, which brings in Maria Clavera, or the Grim Reaper, to come in and try to distract her with a missile. But unfortunately, she grabbed the missile and threw it back at her. Doesn't hit the ship, but but its explosion radius hit it, and it looks like to me it looks like it's gonna fall down to the ocean whatsoever. But apparently we go to another part where Blake faces Adam, and it looks like to me they seem to be on par with each other, with Blake having somewhat of a disadvantage, but she eventually did grab his sword, but eventually gets it back, and later on it becomes equally obvious to a point where Adam overpowers Blake in the end, due to the fact of him having better combat skills, or he takes advantage, or does some certain distractions, or whatever the case may be, he overpowers her and puts her on the ground. And therefore, we get to see his face. And dear Lord, no wonder he hid it behind a mask and another mask alone. We get to see that his face ends up having letters of SOO, or whatever that sign is that could be offending to maybe to Faunus. But whatever the case may be, he explains to Blake like, a lot of people hurt me, all sorts of people. But you know what? You hurt me way more than anyone else did, you know? And we get to know that Adam had one blue eye before the other one got burnt out or it's blinded. So that explains his reason of his hatred towards humans, etc. If those humans hate Faunus, etc. Blah, blah, blah. And therefore, he ends up stabbing Blake on the same wound that he stabbed her 3 volumes ago. But apparently, she used her semblance to get away, and Yang shows right on time. And when Adam asked Blake before he stabbed her, how does it feel to be alone? When Yang shows up, Blake says, I'm not alone. And we see to it that Yang, on the other hand, ends up having to actually clash against Adam, and they seem to be on par with each other. But unfortunately, thanks to his semblance that he's able to absorb and redirect attacks at full force, Yang calls it a cheap move. I'm thinking in my mind, well, absorbing and sending it back, you have that same power, but unfortunately, you need to get hit hard with it. But Yang has not activated her semblance yet, which shows that she's not going to rely on it too much, as taught by her father, etc., you know? But aside from that, Yang did land a couple good moves, couple good hits on Adam in terms of hand-to-hand combat, which I like about the most, obviously. But of course, Adam does have very good durability to her attacks, etc. But whatever the case may be, right now Yang is just trying to warn Adam, like, this is your last chance. Leave us alone or get ready for a bad pummeling. And of course, Adam just sees this as a bluff and says, are you really trying to tell me, to scare me off? Because it's not working. Because it seems like to me you're going to protect Blake or something. And Blake's like, no, she's not protecting me. And I'm not protecting her. We're protecting each other. And they held hands as if best friends coming back together again. Or whatever ship you guys want to say. Alright? That much I can tell you. And therefore, they both get ready to face Adam head on once more. But this time together. So yeah, like I said, simple episode, just RWBY and her friends taking on a giant robot, and it turned out pretty bad in the end, while Blake ends up having a personal battle with Adam due to his own stooped up obsession. But whatever the case may be, we do get to see his real face, you know? And I gotta say, damn, no wonder he has some pure malice towards humanity because of what they did to him. But he says that Blake hurt him way more than anyone else, despite the fact of scars of what's left on his face, you know? And dang it, dude, it sucks. But that's how it is in life, but who knows? Aside from that, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!